predicted. That looks like 3%, even 4% growth to me. That's what the president promised. Co-chair of Great America Alliance. He's Eric Beach. He joins me now. Eric, what do you think of the blistering pace of jobs that were added last month?
Look, I mean, the last 2 months has been the largest increase in job creation since September of 2015. And it's interesting. We talk about the promises that he ran on. Now they're promises kept. So I think, you know, much like the stock market, the market doesn't lie. Job creation and job growth also doesn't lie. I think the president's just simply keeping his promises to the American people.
Yeah, the market looks like it likes these policies, and companies are investing to create these jobs. And these are good-paying jobs, Eric. They're construction jobs, up by 66,000. Manufacturing jobs, up by 32,000. President Obama repeatedly said, you know what, manufacturing jobs not coming back. How's Trump going to do that? He can't do that. Was he wrong?
He was wrong, and that's because he's never had, you know, a private sector job before. And so I think what you're seeing is, you know, really is a culture of confidence for the business community. For example, when Samsung is going to move and bring in, relocate some of their operations into the U.S., you know, that's simply because maybe they're afraid of the border tax proposal. Maybe they just understand that there might be a better corporate tax here inside the United States. Whatever that might be, you know, the president is creating a culture of confidence. And once again, the market sees that. Remember when the market was at 18,000 when he was elected, and we said, oh, that was a psychological number for the Dow. Well, today it's at 21,000. It's grown 3,000 points. And again, the market, the business community, they understand that we have a business-friendly president, and it's good for all Americans.
But, you know, NBC is already out with a headline, fact check. How many jobs has Trump created? It looks like the media is not ever going to give the president credit for any positive news.
Well, they haven't, but that's not really the important thing. The media called the race wrong on November 8th. The media continues to try to digress into different areas and say, look, you know, the president's not doing this, or it's only private sector jobs. I mean, when's the last time you've heard, oh, he's only creating private sector jobs. He's not really doing much for the public sector. But that's what he ran on. The American people voted for Donald Trump for a variety of reasons. You know, they wanted to repair and replace health care. They wanted to, you know, make sure we secure America first, and then also to create jobs. And he's doing all three of those things right out of the box.
You know, Reagan inherited, I think, 2 recessions. He created something like 16 million or 17 million jobs. Clinton created 22 million jobs. So the President Obama kept saying, I inherited a recession. He only created 10 million jobs, way worse than Reagan. I think you guys looked into it, and you created an ad that highlights past presidents and their job performance, and also not following through with their promises. How do you think President Trump will stack up?
Look, I think it takes courage to be president. I think when he ran, you know, really the media and really a lot of the Washington elites, they said, you know, he really can't get those things done. We heard time and time again from both the punditry class as well as the Democrats to say, oh, he'll never really try to execute on this agenda. Well, look, the group that we formed, Great America Alliance, you know, we're out there to support the Trump agenda because voters overwhelmingly, especially the middle-class voters in Wisconsin and in Middle America and Michigan and Pennsylvania, states in which he won, they understand that we got to have a better culture out there to make sure that the business, to make sure that it's business-friendly. And Donald Trump's bringing that to the table. His inauguration speech was one of the best speeches ever given, and I think he's going to execute on that. And it takes a lot of courage to execute on the agenda that a lot of the elites really have been trying to stymie.
Eric Beach, always terrific. Come back soon, okay?